Hello students, today I'll be talking about discrete state space models. So we'll be discussing continuous control system and extending the concept for discrete control system. The outline of the presentation is first I'll be discussing or introducing you to state variable model and discussing about why this model is needed. Then I'll be discussing about analyzing state variables in continuous control system and digital control system. Finally, I'll be deriving state variables and transfer function models for a particular given system, and then we will do a derivation of obtaining transfer function from a state variable model. So the first point is why state variable models. We have already designed control system using classical approach techniques like Bode plot, root locus. But the problem with such methods are it takes input in the form of a transfer function. Transfer function is a relation between output and input of the system. It does not take into consideration any other intermediate state of the system which might be important, and hence we need a state variable model. Also, transfer function approach, the classical approach, is applicable only for linear time invariant, that is LTI system. We cannot apply it to non-LTI system. And it is only applicable for a system having single input and single output, that is CISO system, and cannot be applied to multiple input and multiple output system very easily. Even if trying to apply for MIMO systems, the evaluation or the designing becomes very complex. And also these systems are only for static system. These methods are only for static system and hence cannot be extended to dynamic system. State variable model comes up with avoiding all these limitations and is applicable for LTI, non-LTI, MIMO, CISO and static and dynamic systems. Hence, a particular state variable model is of very important and gives the strength of a modern control system. What is a state variable model? Any system, any control system can be defined by a nth order differential equation. So a state space model for an nth order continuous time dynamical system which is having m number of inputs and p number of outputs is given by x dot t is equal to a x of t plus b u of t and y of t is equal to c x of t plus d u of t. Now let us see the terminologies in these two equations which completely defines the state space model. Here x of t is a n-dimensional state vector. Here we have assumed that the n-dimensional system will have n state vectors. Now what are state vectors? State vectors are the set of vectors which can uniquely determine the system completely. Then u of t is m-dimensional input vector and y of t is p-dimensional output vector. Here in the first equation, x1t talks about the first order differentiation of state vector. In fact, x of t is from x1, x2 till xn and its derivative dot is its derivative with respect to time. Now comes the matrices A, B, C, D. This four matrices completely talks about the whole model. A is the system or state matrix which belongs to space n into n, where n is the order of the system. B is the input matrix which belongs to n into m space. C is the output matrix which belongs to p into n space, and D defines the relation between output y of t and input u of t and it belongs to peak into L region. Now this state space model, we have talked about a continuous system. Now similarly we will talk about how these two equations, the state equation and the output equation, can be defined for digital control system. So now the state variable analysis for a digital control system can be obtained in two ways. The first way is the whole system can be continuous system, and the continuous control system's output can be sampled at discrete intervals of time, and hence we can obtain the state equations for such system. The second way is the whole system inherently is a discrete system, that is the input of the system is available only at discrete instance of time, and it really does not matter how is the system behaving between two consecutive instants of time. For both this type of system, the state space equations or the state equation and the output equation are defined by xk plus 1 is equal to ax of k plus bu of k, where xk plus 1 is the first order differentiation of the state variable vector. Y of k is equal to Cx of k plus du of k is the output equation, where y of k is the output, u of k is the input, and x of k are the state vectors. Now we will discuss about, given a state space model, how to obtain transfer function from a state space model. Often while designing control systems, sometimes things are easier in transfer function form, at other times it can be simpler with state space model, hence we should be able to convert from one form to other. So let's say we have a discrete state variable model defined by xk plus 1 is equal to ax of k plus bu of k, and y of k is equal to cx of k plus du of k, that is equation number 1 and 2. Take Z transform for equation 1 and 2 on both the sides. We'll obtain equation 3 and equation 4. Now the first equation, equation number 1 has term xk plus 1. So when we find its Z transform, we have to consider initial state of the system, which is given by minus z x naught. Here we are assuming that x naught is 0, that is initial state of the system is 0, and hence we are simplifying equation number 3. Here zi minus a x of z is equal to bu of z, rearranging the terms and obtaining value of x of z by pre-multiplying this equation with zi minus a inverse to eliminate x of z. We obtain equation number 5. Now substituting this equation 5 in equation 4, that is the output equations Z transform which we have found, simplifying it, will get a relation for output to input, that is y of z upon u of z, and this is nothing but the transfer function equivalent of a state space model. Thank you, students.